I don't want you to get the point of why I'm doing this video wrong. I'm not doing this video to win an argument or necessarily to prove myself right. I don't even know if I'm necessarily doing this video to convince you to agree with me. To some extent I am, but the point of this video is that I think there's utility in sharing perspectives with one another. So that's why I'm doing this, is because I think it's always good to hear people's perspectives. When I was a kid, I remember playing video games, and then I remember usually late at night just laying there and like moving my hands and being confused by the fact that there was like what were the controls to move my hand? What button am I pressing? There was nothing like that. I'm just thinking about moving my hands and they move. And I'm like, this is crazy to me. Now put that aside and just think about atheists may say that I'm crazy for believing in God, and I might say that atheists are crazy for not believing in God, right? Believing in the Big Bang or whatever they believe in. That's the reason we're here. But the thing is, what's crazier than either of those, and I think we can all agree on that, is the fact that we are here. Like, we're all here, and we're able to move, right? We're able to act, right? And however we got here, it's wild. It's absolutely insane that we are here. Like, as far as I can tell, and maybe I'm just not as smart as I think I am, but us existing makes very little sense. And it's, again, it's like, what's the button that we push to act? There's nothing like that. We're just here existing, and we're able to have relationships with each other. So is maybe I'm crazy for thinking that God is real, but we know by simply the fact that we're here that sometimes crazy things turn out to be true. Now you might be thinking, but Caedmon, God might seem more realistic to you, but the Big Bang seems more realistic to me. And like you said, they're both crazy options, but also like you said, sometimes crazy things turn out to be true, like our existence. And to that I would say, I feel as though if we were here because of natural causes, I feel like the most important thing should be our survival, right? I feel as though we would evolve for the most important thing to be that we eat, or that we, do whatever we can to survive. But to me, that doesn't feel like the most important thing. To me, the most important thing feels like something like community and relationships seem to be the most important thing. And because of that, I don't think whatever put us here, or whoever put us here, was concerned as much about solely surviving as much as they were concerned about a relationship. And this is why I believe that God created us, because He wanted a relationship with us. And maybe you're thinking relationships aren't that important. They don't seem to be that important. You don't think they're that important. Okay. What is that important then? What do you value? Because to me, I think we find more joy in something like relationships than we find in anything else, right? Like, food might bring you happiness, video games might bring you happiness. But if you spend hours playing video games, right? Like if you spend a day playing video games and then you get up the next day and spend the next day playing video games, and you do this for something like a week, you probably won't feel great about how much you're playing video games. I think. Maybe that's just my experience, but that's what I think. Okay, now if you spend hours eating Oreos, right? Everyone loves Oreos. Oreos bring so much happiness. They're Milk's favorite cookie, and they're everyone's favorite cookie, probably. But if you spend all day eating Oreos, then your stomach, it won't feel too good, I don't believe. Again, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe I just have a weak stomach. That's not inconceivable. I do have a lot of stomach issues, so maybe you're fine eating Oreos for hours. But I will say, if I spend a day talking to a friend and I lose track of time and I end up spending that entire day talking to a friend, and then I get up the next day and spend it with a friend, and I do this for about a week, I won't feel bad about that time being wasted. No, I'll feel more fulfilled than I would spending that time doing anything else. So again, maybe this is just my experience, but I believe this is a lot of people's experience. So, and like, my experience is all I have to draw on. I don't know what it's like to be you. So that's just my thoughts on this. What I say here is what convinces me. I don't necessarily expect that to convince you. If it does not, that is okay. I am okay not convincing you. In fact, I would be interested to hear why you don't believe in God, if you don't. Or I would like to hear why you do believe in God, if you do. I would love to have a friendly conversation about this in the comments, if we could do that. And thank you for watching this video. I know it's kind of a weird video. I've never really done one like this before. But at the end of the day, I want you to be thinking about these things. My entire channel is sort of built on, I want you to be able to have these thoughts and these questions. And I want to say, let's have a conversation. I have these thoughts and these questions. Let's have a conversation about it. So, yeah, thank you for watching. You're wonderful. Don't forget to brush your teeth. Good hygiene.